This map totally imba, but yeah, we've seen this map picked a lot, and you know, statistically speaking, this is one of the most balanced maps that are in the map pool right now, and I still haven't figured out why players smack talk it so much, because they seem to pick it a lot, so I've given up trying to understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. All I know is that I don't like it as a Zerg, and that's good enough for me. So.
All right, down in the bottom left side. That was a very awesome game last time, but he has to make sure not to let those upgrades get out of control. He is facing elimination. It is going to be StarTails Bomber.
And up in the northwest side, taking game number 1, upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. It is Liquid TaeJa.
Now, I do want to give a quick update. A lot of you, if you're awesome like I am, okay, that sounded pretty self-centered, but you watch multiple streams at once. But if you're not watching the other stream, it is currently tied 1-1 for MC versus Sase. It's going to be the defining moment here in that game as well. Ooh. And so a very close series there. Sase, man, if he ended up beating MC, that is such an awesome thing, just to like you can just go home and buy your own medal and be like, I'm rewarding this to myself because I just beat the boss toss.
Absolutely. And, you know, we'll be giving those results as the games finish out. Remember, we're going to see every game today. This is the final 2 quarterfinals already. Right. We know that Stefano and Squirtle will be moving on. And now we're going to find out who these guys are actually going to be facing with the results of these games. So, you know, I do believe that it would be Stefano facing the winner of Sase MC, and Squirtle will face the winner of Bomber versus TaeJa. And, of course, those matches will be sort of unifying the stream, and there will just be one stream to rule them all.
Yes, that is indeed true. We're going to be casting those games one at a time because those are kind of important games. So when you're down to just 4 players, you want to make sure that everyone can indeed see both of those games, and they are going to be super important. But right now you do see TaeJa going to be going for a tiny bit earlier gas here than his opponent. I'm just going to go on a limb here, DJ Wheat, and say that that's for some upcoming upgrades.
Yeah. I'd say be safe on that.
And they, of course, this is a 4-player map, so they don't know exactly where each other is going to be spawning. Now, usually you will see players scouting. Yep, top left, bottom left. That's usually where they're going to be sending those. Oh, wait, nope, he's cutting across.
Oh, he is.
I totally lied, unless he's going to be grabbing the watchtower there to see exactly what he can see. But do note that the scouting timing is actually identical here for these players, which just shows you, you know, they're looking for similar builds, the orbital commands at the exact same time. The only difference so far really is that TaeJa has a bit more gas.
And we do see Bomber not wanting to lose that SCV, so he gets no vision. All he knows is that, hey, I know there was a Marine here. I know this is probably where my opponent is. Don't know what he's doing, but TaeJa actually using that extra gas for another quick factory, kind of similar to the timing that his opponent Bomber went with in the last game. Of course, we see the Reaper opening here from Bomber, and although we've been seeing a lot of variations of this, I don't think we're going to be seeing the multi-Reaper Nitro packs out of Bomber, although that would probably make me giddy with excitement, Husky. But,
that would be awesome. I remember casting with Mr. Bitter, and every time he saw a Reaper expand, he just loved talking about how good this build is. This is a build that you can use in many different matchups, many different scenarios, and many different maps. But we do see the 2 additional barracks being added on here. This is pretty standard. Even Protoss can really do this once you get your Nexus, add on 2 more gateways. But once again, we do see one of the players teching up, and instead this time it's going to be TaeJa, and he does not have an expansion here, so he's going to be going for that super quick Banshee.
Oh man, this Reaper also is going to come up here and see it almost immediately. In fact, he's probably going to kill the SCV. Kill the SCV! There we go, he's killing the SCV. He's pulling some other SCVs off. No, he didn't kill the SCV, getting the starport.
Wow.
Oh, so far, that there Reaper, he gets it.
Yeah, just one SCV, but it was already completed. And I gotta say, I absolutely love that TaeJa ended up bringing down those units and, you know, preventing that Reaper from denying that Banshee. But, you know, he is gonna go for cloaking here. And this is something that you can still get away with, but you have to be careful because it's been completely scouted that the Reaper saw it right when he needed to, and so his opponent can deal with it.
Well, we've got a super fast stim coming out right now for Bomber, as he used that tech lab to go ahead and get stim, and then he's going to throw reactors on the other 2 right now, just pumping out the Marines. He knows, he absolutely knows that this Banshee is going to be on the way. He's probably got to know that Cloak will be coming out. I'm not sure that he got a full disclosure on the gas, and I was just about to highlight that Marine to check his vision, and then he violently died, so I wasn't able to do that. And he only saw the 1 gas, so it's kind of a toss-up here, but you want to be ready for any scenario. Stim is going to be finishing up here. It is sitting at, it needs about 60 seconds left to go, and Marines are just pumping out here. Maybe he's just going to go for some sort of brute force stim timing here against his opponent, TaeJa.
Now it does look like Bomber down here going to be setting up the bunker right there, just in a defensive position. You got to remember that TaeJa's expansion so much more heavily delayed because of this Banshee tech, but he's sticking to his guns here, DJ
yeah.
Wade. He kept that cloak going all the way, and he's not going to be able to do too much here, I don't think. And look at that missile turret placed beautifully in that tree line. I don't think he can attack this mineral line at all.
No, he might think, okay, well, I can go in on the other side, but there's another missile turret there. And it looks like, I think MC just won.
Yeah, MC won a very close series at 2-1 as Sase, a force field, man. I was able to catch it at the corner of my eye, but at the same time, the Banshee does go down and was able to clean that one out. And this is one of the worst feelings as Terran in this mirror matchup, where you invested in the cloaking, you invested in the Banshee, you invested in not expanding very early, and you know he's going to be really hurting from not doing much damage here. Similar to what we saw kind of in the last game, just reversed.
And now we're going to look at this. 2 Marines heading out to clear out vision so he doesn't see exactly what's coming forward. Now he's already given away stim. If he was watching that Banshee, he would have seen these initial Marines actually get stimmed up. And there are so many Marines. Like, I think that this is just going to be the hammer coming down on TaeJa. I mean, he has the 1 bunker here, and that's
Another
it.
Banshee just
Marines.
got taken out as well in the center. So you mentioned no defense and also no Banshee. I mean, a Banshee on the high ground can do a surprising amount of damage while those Marines are trying to bust up that ramp. TaeJa may, look at this. He's already pulling SCVs to try and repair this. He knows that he's behind. Taking a look at the units lost tab, 600 to 200, supplies 55 to 77. Workers he's managed to keep up there a little bit, but he's kind of behind in 2 out of the 3 ways that you can be behind, and that's not going to be good for him.
Man, if he can get this before Siege finishes, I think it's just going to be a very quick roll here. +1 is now done. He's going to stim up 1 Marine, sees exactly what's at top, and there's the stim going forward, immediately taking out the bunker. He can now target down the tank as well. SCV's being pulled off the line, but he's going to move everything back inside his base, trying to get that Siege Tech done, but it is not. Siege Tech is not there, and look at that. What an aggressive opening coming out from Bomber. And I cannot believe that stutter step micro killing SCVs like crazy. And he has done a stupid amount of damage. 26 workers already killed here. And that was just phase 1 of the attack.
Yeah, I mean, TaeJa could have, even if he cleans up these units, there's going to be reinforcements following it up. It's 28 supply to 70 right now. And I just got to say, this, man, still stutter stepping back further and further and further. We saw Flash actually really good at this, where you can move those units without them actually stopping. Here's the reinforcements. There's the GG from TaeJa.
Wow.
And, you know, that's kind of a pretty straight and forward game. I mean, he went for the Banshee tech. It got spotted right away, and then he stuck to his guns, which you can do. You can do that in TBT, but he lost the first Banshee. Second Banshee got taken out and had nothing left to defend, because that's a huge investment on that attack. So last game, they picked the map right away. We will see if they pick it right away this time. But I feel like if TaeJa plays the game that he knows, he's going to be okay. I think going for the early rush, maybe back off on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bomber, that's the kind of play that he's also known for. That's the kind of play that he can just whip out.
Right, oh yeah.
And perform and execute very, very nicely. You know, starting with the Reaper, he got the Scout off right away, and then he knew, well, this is going to work out just perfect with a very quick stim. His +1 timing coinciding with that as well. And the next map is going to be Cloud Kingdom. Looks like both players are ready, and this is going to be the deciding matchup to find out who will move